everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sylvia, the CEO of CsylvicCraft. Today I'm going to show you how to make the sleeve. It's very simple, just pay attention. Watch this video to the end, you understand it. And when you do this, when you have this about 5 to 6 of it, you put it together and form your brooch. You can use it for your hair brooch, for your beaded necklace, or you can just use it as a pendant. So I'm going to show you how to achieve the sleeve. This is what it looks like. So I'm going to be working with 2 colors of seed bead. I have my 11-0 seed bead gold, 11-0 seed bead red. Remember this design, you can as well use 8-0 seed bead for it. Use different colors. You can use a particular color though, but I prefer you use 2 colors to show the difference. At least one will know that is a leaf, just like you have this. So if you don't want to make it as a brooch, you can even do this one and use it to design your necklace, your beaded necklace. So I'll show you how to do this now. I have my cutter, I have my flat nose plier, I have my needle attached to my fishing line. So to get started, I'm going to pick 1 seed bead, gold. Then I will use it as my top bead. I will tie it at the tail of this fishing line. Like this, just 1. Then I'm going to tie it. I will tie this 3 times to secure this bead. Remember, this bead is part of the bead we're going to pick. So because we have 1 here already as a top bead, we're going to pick 19 beads now. So this is what I have. Then I'm going to use my cutter to cut out this part, the tail. Now this is what I have. And I'm holding my needle, and I have this on this other hand. So what I'm going to do, count with me, we're going to pick 19 beads now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15. This is 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So we'll let this drop. So you see, when you count it now, you have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. Whoa, we have missed 1. So this is 20 now. I just picked another one. So now this is what I have. Then I'm holding it this way. I'm going to pick 2 seed bead now, gold, 2 seed bead. Then I'm going to skip 1. That's the last one we just picked. I'm skipping it and passing it through the next bead. And I will pull tight. Make sure you pull tight while doing this. Once I pull it, I have it like this. This is what it looks like. So the next thing I'm going to do now, I'm going to pick 1. I'll pick 1. I'll skip 1. Pick 1, skip 1, and pass through the next bead on that same row. Then I will after pulling it, I have it attached like this. Make sure you tighten it. Make sure it's tight. Then I'll continue in this pattern. I'll pick 1. I will skip 1 and pass it through the next one. Remember, you can use size 3 for this design, and it will make it bigger. And if you want this one, if you want it as tiny as this one, you can use this size of beads. So use whichever size you're okay with. Remember, we're still doing pick one, skip one, and pass through one. Pick one, skip one, pass through one. So that's what we're doing now, basically, till we get to the end of this bead. Then we'll pull. I'll pick another one, pick one, skip one, and pass through the next one. And I'll pull it. Pick one, skip one, and pass through one. And I'll pull it. Pick one, skip one, and pass through one. And I'll pull. So the last one, pick one, then I'm skipping this one. I'm passing through the one we use as a stop bead, this last one. Then I will pull it. I have to pull very tight. After pulling, you have it like this. Once you get to this point, you will notice that all the ones you just picked now are just on by the side, just like this. So what I'm going to do now, holding my needle this way, I'm going to take my needle. This is what I have here. I'm going to take this needle. I'm coming out from the one we use as a stop bead. So this is what I'm going to do now. I'm going to, this needle coming out of here, this particular bead, I hope we can see it. I'm going to pass through the next bead. That's the second one, the last bead we picked before we pass through the stop bead. I'm going to pass through it in this direction. Make sure you pull tight while doing this. I'm going to pass through it. Then after pulling, I have it like this. Now what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to pick red now. Now I'm using red. I'll pick red. I'll pass through the bead we picked, the second one on this row, the same bead we picked. Then I will pull. Once I pull, I have this one attached. I'm going to pick another red. I'm passing it through the ones we picked, the next one on that same row. Pay attention at this point so that you don't make a mistake. Then pick a red again. I'm passing through this next one here. And I will pull. See what I'm doing? I'm turning it so that it will come to this part. Then I'm picking another red again, passing it through this next bead. Pick another red, pass it through the next one, and pull. Make sure you're pulling tight. Pick another red, pass through the next one, pull it. Another red, pull it. Another red, pull it. So another red, going to pass this thread here. At this point, this is the end of this stage. So at this point, this is what it looks like. So I'm going to turn it this way again. Now I'm going to pass my needle through this red one here, like this. I'm pulling it. I'll pull it. After pulling, I have my needle this way. So I'm going to pick a red again. Now I'm passing through the reds. Now the red I just picked before, those are the ones I'm passing through. No longer working with the gold. The red one. Now I pull it. Another red. Pass through the same red. Pick a red. Red. Make sure you're pulling tight. That's the beauty of this design. Once you're pulling tight, it will come out neatly. Now passing through the last thread now. So this is the second stage. Then I'm turning it back again like this. So looking at where I'm coming out from, I'm going to pass my needle through this second thread like this. Then I'm going to pull it. Once I pull, this is what it will look like. Then I'll continue with my picking red, passing through the red, the next thread that is obvious. You look at it here, you see it's so obvious it's out. That's where you're passing through. You don't need to crack your brain on this. It will just show you there that that's where you need to pass your needle through. You continue like this, picking another red, passing it through this one here. So as you're doing this, it's reducing. If you, for example, if you picked 10 at the beginning, the next row it will be 9. The next one you pick 8. The next one you pick 7. The next one you pick 6. The next one you pick 5. The next one 4. The next one 3. The next one 2. Till you pick the next one, which will be 1. That's exactly what we want to achieve at this point. Then this is the last one now. So once I get to this part, I'll turn it back like this. So at this, what I just explained, let's try that now. You count with me as I pick. But first, I'm going to pass back through this first bead here. This red one like this. So let's count now and see how many beads I'm picking. 1, 1, 2, 3, the fourth one now, 4, 5, 5th one, remember. So the last one 6, so making it 6 bead. So then you observe again. So as I turn it, Then I'll pass my needle through this first one here as well. So now take note of how many we're picking now. This is 1. This is 2. It's 2. This is 3. Then the 4th one now. This is 4. I just picked the 4th one. Then now you see the last one is the 5th one. That's the last. So it will keep decreasing number. So I'm turning it. Since we picked 5 now, the next one we're picking is 4. The next one 3, the next one 2, the next one 1. So like this. Then I'll pass through this next bead. Pick another one. Pass through the next bead. Pick another one. Pass through the next bead. Then I'm picking another one. Then passing through this next one, which is the last one. Then I will turn it again like this. Pass back here. So it means that it's 3 we're picking. If you look at it, you see we have 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3. Where we're going to pass through. So this design is so simple if you follow the rules. If you follow the step to this design. Then the next one. Pick. Then we'll pick the last one, which is here. And pull it. I'm turning it again. Before that, going to pass it through this bead, this first one here. So now is the last one we're going to pick. Just one like this. Just one bead. So at this point we're done with this side. You see the way it's curvy like this. Don't bother at this point. But remember, this is another design. You know, beading is all about creativity. So you can use this as a design on its own. You can do whatever pleases you with it. But we're not doing any other design other than the leaf. So what I'm going to do at this point, I'm going to take my needle. I'm going to pass through this whole bead by the side. The last beads we picked. Just straight through this place. I'm going to pull it. Remember, I'm pulling tight. Pass through the next ones. Just straight down. Pulling, then back through this last thread and the gold and the next gold. That's the one we use as our top bead. Then I will pull it. Once I pull, now we're facing the other side entirely now. So like this, I'm going to pass my needle through this gold down here. This first gold here. Like this. Then I will pull it. Once I pull, I have it like this. Then I'm going to start with my red again. One red, pass through this gold. A red, the next gold, you're seeing the gold, the next gold, another red, pass through this next gold. Like this, and I'll pull it. Pick another red, pass through this gold here. I'll pick another red, I'll pass through this gold. A red again, through the next gold. Then pick the next red, move, pull it, another red, I'll pull it, then another red, and I'm going through this last gold here. So after pulling it like this, I'm turning it this other way around. Then I'll pass through this first thread. That's the last thread we just picked now. Then I'll pull. Now I will continue with the reds. Pick red, pass through the red. So at this point it's very simple. Pick red, pass through the next thread. Pick red, pass through the next thread. I'll continue like this once I get to show you how it's done, so you will not forget the step. Make sure you don't forget. Like this. Pick another red. This way. Pick another red to the end. Another red. Another red, which is the last one I'm picking now. The last thread. So once I pick it, this is what it looks like. Then I'll turn this way and pass back through this bead here, this next bead. Make sure you pull tight. So I'll continue with the picking of reds till I get to the end part, just like this. Then I'll pass in through this next thread. So continue till you get to the length. I will show you this when I'm done covering this side. At this point, this is what it looks like now. At this point, this is what it looks like. So I just have the last one to add to it, and that is this. I'll just pick one, then I'll pass it through this, which will be the last one. Then I'll pull it. After pulling, this is what I have. Then I'm going to show you how to join it together to form a flower or a brooch if you're making this. So I'm going to pass my needle straight down, just like we did before, through those beads here. Then I'm coming out of the last thread like this. then I'll pull it. Once I pull, I have it like this. So now after I finish making this is what I have. I have this and the one I showed you before. So if I want to join it together, the same way you join it, if you have 5 of this, that's the same pattern how you join it. So I'm going to show you what to do. This is where my fishing line is coming out from, this last one here, this place here. Then I will take this other flower like this, I'll put it together. Then I'm passing my needle through 2 of this from this side like this. Then I'll pull it. Once I pull, I have it close together like this. I'm holding it with my fishing line. Then I'm going to go back through the bead, the other one where my fishing line started from. Then I'm going to pull it past this needle through the same 2 where the fishing line started from like this. I hope you can see. I'm going back through it. Then I'll pull. Once I pull, I have this like this. So secured, we have these 2 together now. Very simple. So the same way you do this, then I'll just, the same way, the way you did this, if you have 5 of it, do the same thing. Pass through the red one, 2 of it, and go around. As you form it, you have this full brooch of your choice. Then do whatever pleases you with it. Let me see your pictures if you're able to get this design. And if you find this video helpful, don't forget to give a thumbs up. Subscribe if you've not done so. Share my videos and like them. See you next time. Bye bye.